Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. This is a paper, October 2022, and variant 52, and paper probability in statistics. So question number one. What question number one says? We have on any day, K travels to school by bus, by car, and by on foot. The probability is 0.2, 0.1, and 0.7. So the probability he's late and his travel by bus is X. So he's traveling by bus and his late is X. And his late by traveling car is 2X. And on foot he late is a 0.25. So best idea, make a diagram, okay? And for example, diagram is not compulsory, but if you make it, this question becomes easy. So we have three options. One is a bus, one is a car, one is a on foot. So we have two possibilities, late and not late. I think idea is very clear. So late and not late. So we will make here late and not late. And we'll make here late and not late. So probability by bus is 0.2. Car is 0.1. And here 0.7. And then he says the probability late by bus is X. And probability late by traveling by car. First is bus, the second is a car, is a 2X. And then on foot, 0.25. So I believe this diagram is very clear. And what is saying here that K is late, okay? And what is X? So late means this branch, and this branch. So this into this, plus this into this, plus this into this. Diagrams make question easier. So 0.2 times 2X. So I can say 0.2X plus. So when I multiply 2 into this, I get again 0.2X. Okay. And 0.25 into 0.7. Equals to total probability is 0.235. And this is becoming 0.4X. So 0.235, and this value will go there. So minus 0.7 into 0.25. And this 0.4 will divide. And after dividing, we get what? If we check in calculator, so it is giving us 0.15. So I hope so you got a point. And now I can fill the probabilities, even what is this X and what is this branch? 1 minus X. Okay, or I can do it even later, even no problem. Find the probability that on a random chosen day, K travels to school by car, okay, and given that he is not late. So naturally, late is very clear. This is a late. Late is a 0.25. If probability is late is very clear, 0.235. What is the probability of not late? So 1 minus 0.235. And after given that, what he said? After given that, he mentioned he is not late. So actually, there's a formula of given that, you know the rule. Whenever we have A slash B equal to this kind of formula comes. So B goes directly denominator. And in the numerator, we have A intersection B. So this is after given that. This is sign representing given that. So after B, given that whatever, it goes denominator, and common between AB comes in the numerator. So if you read the question carefully, you see that he said according to situation, what it will go denominator, the probability he is not late. Probability he is not late. Now what is the read together and remove the word given that and write the word A and the and. Okay, read together. So K travels by by car. K traveled by car and he is not late. Repeat. Is travel by car and not late. By car and not late. I think you got a formula clear. And naturally in denominator, what I will write very clear 1 minus 0.235, which I got from here, not late. And car and not late, car and not late. Where's car and not late? This car and not late. And you know, if this 2x multiply, then what is 2x times 2? So 2 times 2, 0.15, you got a 0.3. If this branch is 0.3, the lower branch will be 0.7 because 1 minus that. So this answer I'm writing in the numerator. So 0.1 times 2.7. And I believe you got my point. And when you type in calculator, I get the answer. So 0.0915. Yeah, 0.0195. So you write 3SF this way answer. Okay, write again. Or 0.0915. And I hope so you got a point. Let's go question number 2. Question number 2 says what here? The lengths of the rods produced by a company are normally distributed with a mean 55.6. So mean is given by him 55.6 millimeters. And deviation is given 1.2 millimeters. Okay. In a random sample of 400, so N is 400. N is a 400. So how would you expect to have a less than this much? So the length is less than 54.8. So what he's asking for, students, expected value. And whenever expected value is asking for, the formula is what? NP. Because mu is equals to NP. And we write expected value as a mu. We represent by E of X. We represent by even a mean even. So all writing, this is means expected value. I hope so the point is very clear. And now let's complete. So how we write, students? So this is an L. That means that is not normal format. I write Z. And what is the formula? A special formula for it. Z equals to X minus mean over deviation. X is a value which we have to convert, mean and deviation given. So let's write 54.8 minus 55.6 divided by 1.2. And if I type in calculator, this number I'm typing and getting negative 0.667. Okay, this is a value. And you know, this is a value in a negative file. Okay, so this is a negative or positive, this is a negative. So negative coming left hand side, negative 0.667. How to read it? Less than. Less than means this portion is less than. But do you know, negative is not available in our tables. So I will convert the same answer in the positive side. And this area equal to this area. So this, you can see the shaded areas. Okay, how to, and you know, whenever we see the table, probability table, so it give you from left side, always left side. Okay, so it means this is called phi of that. So phi of 0.667. But I need this area, not this one. So 1 minus that. And if I subtract, I will get my answer. And let's see the answer. So we have a table, you know, the table we have here available. And now what value I'm looking for? I'm looking for phi of negative gone 0.667. So 0.6 coming from here. I mean, this line he talked about, this line. Okay, so 0.6 and this is coming from here. This 6 is coming from here. So let's go down. And this 7 comes from here. So I mean this number. So 0.7454 and 23 add here. So we got 7, 7, 4, 7. I hope so you got my point. And 7, 4, 7, 7, 7, 4, 7, 7. So 1 minus 0.7477. After subtracting from 1, I got a probability 0.2523. But I have to plug in this probability here. So expected value, what he's asking for, expected value, and sample is a 400, you can see, and into the probability, which is very clear. Obviously, we have given 0.2523. So if I multiply, students, I get actually it is type in calculator, so 400 times 2.2523, and I get the value 100.92, which you round it become 101. So I believe you got my point. And let's go for next part. Probability that random chosen rod, okay, produced by the company has a length that is within half of the deviation of the mean. Repeat again what is said if you read carefully. So the length is what? Half a standard deviation, half standard deviation of the mean. So it means from the mean you add half of deviation and subtract half of the deviation. So I think you got the point. And now let's see how we can complete this part. So what is the value? Mean plus half deviation and mean minus half deviation. Because I said if you add and if you subtract. So if you add, this become mean plus half deviation. So length and mean minus half deviation. So there's a story we have. And now I'm going to do it. What is the formula? Again, I'll use this formula. Value minus mean over deviation. And this whole will deal as a x. So mu minus half of mean, deviation minus mean over deviation. At same time, write z here. This whole value will go here, and you know it very well. Mu plus half deviation minus mean over deviation. And you know mean cancel. This is cancel, and after that, deviation cancel. We get a negative half, and we get a positive half. And how to get it? And I taught a formula. Whenever one positive value and one negative value comes, how we can find it? Phi of the positive value plus phi of the negative without sign and minus 1. This is a answer we can find from here. So we have this technique to do it. So in this formula, if this is a positive, you can see, and this is a negative. So we can see here and how to write it. So phi of positive value plus phi of the other, but without sign. I will take it and minus 1. So phi plus phi give you 2 phi, and 2 phi of half minus 1. And now students, if I check it, this is a 0.5 actually. This is a 0.5. And if I find the 0.5 from there, so you can see student 0.5. So 0.5. So let's see how we can find 0.5. 0.5 is 0.5 means 0.50. So 0.6915. 0.6915. So I'm writing here 0.66915. 6915 and minus 1. And if we type in calculator, and finally, what I get answer 0.383 after rounding 3 SF. And I hope so you got a point very, very clear. And let's go for next question. Question number next 3 here. So 3 fair 6-sided die. So 3 fair 6-sided dice. Each face 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Okay. And are thrown same time repeatedly. The score on each throw is a sum of the numbers on uppermost face. So I give you an idea. If, for example, so Let's say it landed, the top number is 6. Okay. And this kind of 3 dice we have. Okay. So I hope so you got my point. Okay. Now, what is the sum? So it means we will add. What is the probability? Find the probability score of 17 or more. So how do you get score? So score can be 17 or more. So when if score is 17, okay, just give you 18 idea first, because 17 or more means 17 and plus 18. I mean 17 and 18. So we have two possibilities. Okay, so let's see how we can get this kind of planning. If score is 18, so 6 plus 6 plus 6, 18. And what is the chances to get this is okay, so 6 plus 6 plus 6. And what is the chance of 6 is 1 out of 6, because total results are 6 and I need 6. So 1 out of 6, 1 out of 6 times 2, 1 out of 6 times 2, 1 out of 6. So I hope so this part is clear. This is a score of 18. And what about 17? 17 is possibility. Okay, we have an idea. For example, if I get 6, 6, and 7, 12 plus 7 is 12 plus, 12 plus 5, because on a dice we have these numbers. So 5 I've taken. So 6, 6, and 5. Okay, students, so 6, 6, 5. What is answer? 1 out of 6 into 1 out of 6 into 1 out of 6. I think you got my point. But it can happen 3 times. How 3 times? Because I give you 3 options: 6, 6, 5, 6, 5, 6, or 5, 6, 6. So why not I can multiply this answer into 3. So if I multiply answer into 3, and if I check in calculator, 1 divided by 216 and plus 1 divided by 216 into 3. And I'm getting answer 1 over 54. So probability of favor, what he's asking for, score is at least 17. Okay, at least 17. So score is 17 or more. So we get this answer, and P returns to be 1 over 54, because this is my demand, 1 over, because according to the question, then what is Q turn to be? 1 minus 1 over 54. Then Q turn to be 53 over 54. Okay, what a question is asking, if we repeat again, find the probability score is 17 or more, is first obtained in 6th row. You know, student, whenever first obtained concept comes, or word until, first obtained or until, this is a topic of geometrical probability, geometrical, and here we P, and P is our favor is this 1 over 54. And geometrical probability, we have 2 formulas altogether. And one formula for a particular number, if x is equals to r, formula is q to power r minus 1 into p. There's a formula we use when he talk about a specific number. Okay, okay. Or second formula, if we use not for the equal, more than r, x is more than r, formula is q to power r. This is a formula we use only when we ask for more than. This formula only equal. Now he said that equal 6th row. So r is 6. So this formula I'm going to use. So formula is x is equal to 6 and how to write q to power 6 minus 1 into p. And you can see the first value is q, second value is p. And q is coming 53 over 54, and this is 1 over 54. So sixth attempt, first time, we get our required score and answer. If you type this in calculator, so answer is coming 0.0169. These are chances, and I believe you got my point. So what question was? The question was score must be 17 or more, but it must happen on not first attempt, not second attempt, not third, not fourth, not fifth, sixth attempt. We must get this target. And I believe you got my point very clear. Now, students, same plan. We can go for the next part. He said a score of 17 or more. Again, it means my P is 1 over 54 and Q is 53 over 54. Okay. But he said what this score is obtained fewer than 8 attempts, 8 throws. Okay. It means what is fewer? What is this called fewer than? It is called X is less than 8. It means our attempt should be less than 8. If I show in a number line system, you will understand in geometrical probability, we start always from 1. 1. 1. For example, this is 1. Just a minute, students. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In this way, question becomes easy. Continue forever. He's saying less than 8. I need 7, I need 6, I need 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. But I don't need 8, I don't need 9, 10. These values I don't need. Can I say the value which I don't need are more than 8, more than 7? Yes. Can I say it look like X is more than 7? Exactly. This I don't need. This I don't need. And this I need. So can I say the sum of the all probability is 1? Yes. So from 1, if I subtract, I will get my answer. If I subtract from, first of all, I will find these values by this formula. And I subtract from 1, I will get my required answer. And for this one, I will use this formula for bigger than that R. His formula is Q to power R. So let's try this formula. And I can say that 1 minus P, X is bigger than 7. 1 minus Q to power 7. 1 minus 54, 53 or 54 to power 7. So if we type in calculator, I get 0.123. So I hope so. The point is very, very clear. So Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Okay, second option, if you don't like this method, we have another option even. Okay, I'm writing the or here, or. So I will use X is equals to 1 plus X is equals to 2, because equal sign, equal. Then X is equals to 3, then X is equal to 4, then X is equals to plus X is equal to 5, then plus X is equal to 6, and one more, X is equal to 7. And if I find all using this formula, one time R 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I get the same answer if I apply this formula, and P values, Q value utilized down, and I get the same answer 0.123. You can test even. I just want to save your time. Okay, so this concept is very clear. So let's go for next question, and let's all go for next question. Question number 4, time taken in minutes to complete a word processing task by 250 employees at a particular company are summarized in the table. So we can see this one. And first of all, when you have this kind of question, especially, so just concentrate, is this number same or not? And is this number same, this number same, this number same? These are very important to know, because these numbers, if they are not same, this is called contest data. If they are same, like this ending 20, starting 20, ending 40, starting 40, this is called continuous data. Okay, so this kind of data we can start the question directly. Okay, otherwise if this is a 19, here 20, so we will do what, students? 20 minus 19 divided by 2, always divide by 2. I get a 0.5. This 0.5 I will add and I will subtract, and I will add here and subtract here. I will add in this and subtract here in case if these values are not same. That is why. So this is called class boundaries. But in this particular question, we no need any class boundaries. Okay, so let's go for the question. How to make a histogram? We will make a one column only, and that column is histogram. I'm going to make it. So first of what is the definition here? Frequency density equal to frequency divided by class width. What is the frequency? 32. I show first complete working and divided by class width, the difference of these numbers. I mean 20 minus 0. Okay, if I divide it 32 by 20, I get a 1.6. Second is again 46, keep it up, then difference is keeping down. So I got as 46 divided by 40 minus 20. And I get what here? I get 2.3. And now I'm doing the rest directly. 96 divided by 10. 96 divided by 10. And I get a 9.6. Next is 52 divided by 10 again, because 60 minus 50 is 10. And I get a 5.2. And last number 24 divided by 40, and I get 0.6. And I believe all these values are clear to you. Now I'm starting the histogram. And what is method of doing histogram? Okay, along x, this is a frequency density for no doubt. And what is along x-axis? This is a times and minutes. So I'm writing here time. Okay. Now, student, what is the important part? I will start from 0, ending at 20, and height is 1.6. But before I start, I must label it. Highest frequency is coming with us is 9.6, close to 10. So if I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I think it's okay. I write here to save your time, 4, 6, 8, and 10. And along x-axis, what is the highest value? 100 starting from 0. So it means, again, same story here, 0 here. I can write 20, 40, 60, 80, and 100. So student, let's start. Number 1, starting from 0, ending 20, height 1.6. Starting from 0, ending 20, height 1.6. What is 1.6? If 2 is here, we have a formula. Formula is what? Value divided by number of boxes. So 2 divided by how many boxes? 10. 10. It means, students, I'm getting what here? I'm getting here 0.2. So one box is 0.2 along y-axis. Okay, students. So let's see how we can do this kind of thing. So I'm looking for 1.6. So 1.6 where? This is a 1, 1.2, 4, 6. So 3 boxes. So 3 boxes, it means here. Shading is not compulsory. If you do it, good. Second column. So I hope so this part is clear to you. Second column starting from 20x ending 40 and height is 2.3. starting from 20, ending 40, starting from 20, ending 40, and height is how much? 2.3. 2.3 is where? 2 in one box is 0.2. So I can say here 2.2 is this here, 2.4 is here, and in the middle we have a 2.3. So I'm making here 2.3 and starting from 20 and 40. So I hope so you got a point. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. This is clear. 2.2 and 2. Yes, correct. Next one is starting from 40, ending at 50, and height is 9.6. 9.6. So this is a 10, and one box 9.8, another 9.6. So this is 9.6. And I have to start from 40, ending at 50. 50 is where? Here. 40 is here. So I will make it. I hope so you got a point. So I have done it 40 to 50, height 9.6. Next, second last, starting from 50, ending 60, height 5.2. 5.2 is where? This is a 4, here 5, and one box up. This is a 5.2. And 50 starting, 60 ending. And I hope so you're understanding what is going on. So I'm shading in a other way. Okay. Now, students, let's proceed for the other part. Last part. Last part is what? Starting 60, ending 100, height is 0.6. So 0.6 where? One box 0.2, second 0.4, third 0.6. So 3 boxes. So I hope so you got the point very, very clear. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. This is done. Second part B, he said estimate the mean of the data, estimate the deviation. Sorry, mean is given by him. He said that find data estimation mean time taken for these 250 employees 43. So this is a mean. So mean is given already by him. He's asking estimate the standard deviation, and we have a formula. And formula is what? If you remember, standard deviation formula is sigma means sum, x minus, f x square divided by sigma f and minus mean square. Now, thing is that from where we'll get these values. So I think it is easy to approachable, inshallah. I'm going to do this here. So best technique, I will make here these 2 columns. Okay, students. So first column, I'm going to make it is because I'm looking for what? I'm looking for, f as we know it, but fx square, we don't have it. But where is x? So this is a frequency x, and if you add them, divide by 2, we got an x. So I'm finding x. So it's called here mid class, represent by x. And here I'm writing fx square. How to find it? First value I'll show properly. So 0 plus 20 divided by 2, I get 0 plus 20 divided by 2, I got a 10. And now 10, fx square, it means square of this, x. So square of 10, and f multiplying, it means this multiply this one. So 32 times 2, 10 square. And I get 32 times 200, so 3200. So I'm getting here 3200. Next column, I show full working, and then I will not show. 20 and 40 divided by 2. So 20 plus 40 divided by 2, I got 30. This is X value. And I'm looking fx value. So f is 46. So 46 times 2 square of 30. And if I multiply 46 times 230 square, I get a 41400. So I hope so you understood how I got it. In next three values, I will write directly. For example, this is a 40, this is a third one. So if you add divide by 2, I got a 45. If you add divide by 2, I got a 55. If you add divide by 6, you got a 80. And now 96 into 45 square. And let me check. 96 into 45 square, and I'm getting 194400. Next value, 52 into square of 55. So 50 square times 252. I get what here? Let me recheck. 50, yeah, 55. Yeah, 55 square. 55 square into 52. Correct. And I get a 157300. Same way, a square of x, so it means 80 square, and times 2 multiply this 24. And this value I'm getting 153600. And I believe this table is very clear to you. And now I think we can shift it, cut from here, and move on the next page here. And now I can find easily. So standard deviation. So this is what the sum of this one. So all values I am going to add. And if you add, I just write the formula, and the values I just add directly. And these frequency is there are total 250. So I'm writing down sigma f is 250. Whereas if you add them all these values, I save your time. 549900. And minus mean square is this. So 43.22 to the power 2. And standard deviation, I get 18.3. I think this is a minutes. I believe you got the point very clear. Okay, let's go for next question. Next question is number 5. Eric has 3 coins. 1 coin is fair, 1 coin is fair, other 2 coins are biased, and the probability obtaining head is 1 by 4. It means 1 is a fair, but next two are unbiased. Sorry, biased. So what is a method? And Eric threw all 3 coins at the same time, and we have it. So I think, student, I said many times, this kind of question, if you make the diagram, you get it easily done. Okay, so yes, this is a first coin. I mean fair coin. So head and tail, half chance. Why half chance? Because fair coin. Second, this is coin number 2, head and tail. Head and tail. Okay. So as he said that probability of head is 1 by 4. So this become 1 minus 1 will become 3 by 4. Okay. And now second coin, I make it head and tail. And what is here, student? 1 by 4. And this is what? 3 by 4. Best idea is to save my time. I copy and paste. I copy and I paste. And I copy and I paste. Okay. Now, student, what a question he's asking for. Show that probability B 7 by 6. What is the B? At least one of the biased dice show a head. What at least means? At least one means one head. or two heads. On bias, it means look at here. You talk about, because it's a fair, this is a bias number one. This is called bias number two. Okay, and this is a fair, you know it very well. So students, what is the method? Because he said at least one head show a head, sorry, at least one biased point should head. So shows a head. It can be two even. So what about this branch? Yes, because both heads are biased, I need it. What about this? Exactly, at least one is coming, take it. What about this? Yes, one head is coming, I will take it. What about this? No, I will not take it. What about this branch? Yes, I will take it. What about this? At least one head is coming, I will take it. What about this? I will take it. And the last, both tails is not required, I will not take it. I have two ways to do it. One, do all tick mark this branch, one number, second branch, then third branch, then I will find all tick marks. Or second option, one minus which I don't need. So this branch I don't need and this branch I don't need. I will subtract from there. So half into 3/4 into 3/4. Okay, plus last branch I talk about. So half into one, wait a minute. Just a minute, let me check again. Yeah, 3/4 into 3/4. And I believe you got the point. This is a head, tail, tail. There's a tail, tail, tail. I hope so got my point. And if I check it in calculator, so the answer I am getting is yeah, let me recheck, because one small mistake will affect. Half into 3/4 into 3/4 into 2 and 1 minus that. So 7/16 is my answer. 7/16 is my answer. Probability of B event is proved. Now you can ask me, sir, 2 marks, why done it so long working? Actually, reason because this kind of question, students, whenever we have, so I mean to say that it will help you a lot in next parts. Okay, so let's try to do it. So what is this one? Is a conditional probability. And you know, basically what is this a rule? BA/B is equal to what? And in denominator, this B will come directly. So probability B goes directly, and probability A intersect A and B goes in the numerator. Now, if you read the question carefully, B is what? B is at least, so it means B probability, which I found, will go directly in denominator. So here is not any issue. But A and B together, what is A and B? If you read A and B, if what is A? All three coins. Okay, I have to read with the and, you know, see and word. So read all together. I'm reading and. All three coins show same result. Repeat. All three coins show same result, and at least one of the bias show a head. So repeat. It means which I put already tick marks, which are in our, okay, let me erase the crosses. Okay, so repeat. All three coins are same result, and at least one head must come. So at least one head come, you know, these which are tick marks, which are my required options. But in these tick marks, I will take only those branch which satisfy both the conditions. All three coins have the same result. Same result can be possible only if all heads are there, or if all tails are there. But all tails are not satisfying the lower condition. So upper branch is satisfying the lower condition, and upper branch is satisfying the upper condition. So I think you got my point. So 1/2 into 1/4 into 1/4 will come in the numerator. And I hope so you got my point. And if we type this in calculator, I get 1/14. okay, or in decimal form 0.0714. And I believe this part is clear. C part. You see, now again, this the diagram making is diagram helping in C part even. Random variable X is a number heads obtained when the Eric throws 3 coins. So our main concern is heads only. And what is the possibilities? You know, we have how many options? The tail means 0 head. So we have a 0 head, we have a 1 head, and we have all 3 heads. So we have a 2 heads also. So it means we have options 0 head, 0 head. I must make that like this. X okay, and I have option number 1 0 head, option number 2 1 head, option number 3 2 heads, and last option all 3 heads. So 0 head, you know, students, 0 head is very clear. 0 head means all 3 tails. So half into 3 by 4 into 3 by 4, half into 3 by 4 into 3 by 4. So let's see, student, how we can do it. Half into 3 by 4 into 3 by 4. Maybe I will get issues. So I think here I'm writing the final answers and I need it. So I drag it down and I write all options. So if X is equals to 0, so it means I said 1 over 2 into what was that? Because I talk about last branch. So 3 by 4 into 3 by 4. And I get a 9 and 16, 32. So I'm not simplifying if chances are there. Now, what about if X is equals to 1? It means 1 head must come. You see, 1 head must come, okay? So you see, head is probability is 3 by 4, 3 by 4. I tell you an easy technique. And tail is very simple, is 104. I talk about biased. Fair is very clear. Fair, both head is 1 by 2 and tail also 1 by 2. So if I ask 1 head is coming, so 1 head is coming, and I show you the options because this question can create issue. Okay, or I can check from the top how many branches. So this is for fair. This is for example, this is a head or this is a tail. So and there's a tail, head, tail. Okay, so one head probability is 3 by 4 and tail is 104. But this kind of option in which 1 head is coming, how many are there? That I will multiply only. So let's count. So that is why this diagram is helping. For example, I just count. Look at here. This branch, we have 1 head. 1. This branch, 1 head. 2. This branch, 1 head. 3. So into 3. And I can do another way even. What is the way I taught you? 3p3, you know, I show you here. 3p3 and divide by this 2 repeating. So if you 2 divide it, it give you 3. That is by 3 coming. There's another technique. Repeat 3p3, 3p3 because there are 3 things, but 2 t's are repeating. That is by repeating value. So this 3 come like this even. And if I type in calculator, I get a 15 over. Wait a minute, student, just wait. How I get a 15? Wait a minute, let me check again. It is giving us, in case if 4, hold on. So 632. It is. Okay, he said 1 head. 1 head. Let me recheck once again. 1 head. I think it is correct. Okay, and once again, I see on the diagram on the top. Yes, for in diagram, if you look at here, yeah, this is a look at this branch, We talk about this branch 3 by 4 coming 2 times. Problem only here. For example, if we have a one head comes in this branch, so 3 by 4 comes 1 time, you see. Okay, but here 2 tails, because it's possible that head can appear not only by AS1, it can appear in first even. In that option, we have to write it better, to write all options, otherwise chance of mistake. So that is why I think to see on top and better to answer from there. So if a THT, so I think best idea, I'm writing the first branch half and 3 by 4, 3 by 4, 2 times. And I'm erasing this one. So this is coming 3 by 4, 3 by 4. I hope so. Now you're understanding well. But now if a tail comes here and head appears in the middle, now half, but now it will come head, you know, it is coming 3 by 4, 1 by 4, sorry, 1 by 4. And tail is coming 3 by 4. Let me find THT. So THT, this branch, you see, 1 by 2, 1 by 4, 3 by 4, 3 by 4. So that is why clear idea. And last option T, if head appear, look, head appears first position, second appears position, and third position. And I believe you got my point. Half into 3 over 4 into 1 out of 4. Now, if I check the answer, if I type in calculator, and it is giving me because 3 plus 3, 6, 6 plus 9, give you 15. So 15 over 32. Okay, now next option is if x is equals to 2, 2 heads coming. So best option, students, what is the best idea? So because diagram is helping a lot in chances of mistakes. So I think I should go on top and find from there. 2 heads. So 2 heads is coming. Okay, let me erase this all tick marks. 2 heads are coming in this branch. So 1 by 2, 1 by 4. Okay, let me write it here. So this branch I'm taking here, 2 heads. So I'm writing here 1 over 2 into 1 over 4 into 3 over 4. I repeat. So 1 over 2, 1 by 4, and 3 by 4. Okay. And this is done. This is done. I put tick mark. And again, 2 heads are coming in this branch. So 1 over 2, 3 over 4 into 1 of that. So 1 over 2 into 3 over 4 into 1 over 4. Okay, now 2 heads are coming in this option even. So I write 1 over 2 into 1 over 4 into 1 over 4. And I think so 2 heads are not coming anymore. Let me check. Yes, we have 3 options only. And if I check, yes, 3 plus 3, 6, and plus 1, 7. So this is my third option. And I take it and cut from here and I write it here. So I hope so you got the point very clear. So 3 from here, numerator, 3 from 6, and this one 7. So 7 over 32. Now, student, let's go for the last option, and that is the easiest option, and that is the third option. I mean, x is equals to 3. It means if all 3 heads are there, so top branch only 1 by 2, 1 by 4, and 1 by 4. So 1 by 2, 1 by 4 into 1 by 4, 1 over 32. If I write all options here, this is 15 over 32. This is 7 over 32. This is 1 over 32. So 1 plus 7, 8. 8 plus 7, 15, 23. 23 plus 9 is giving 32. And 32 by 1 is 1. So some of the all answers are 1. And alhamdulillah, this testing, if you add them all, will give you what? 1. And the question is very clear. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. And let's go for next question. Question number 6 we have now. At a company call center, 90% of the callers are connected immediately or to a representative, a random of the 12 callers. It means sample is 12 callers. A probability fewer than 10. What is a fewer than 10 means? X is less than 10. These callers are connected, directly connected. Okay. So now, first of all, 90% means 90 by 100. And 90 by 100, if we simplify, so P becomes 9 over 10. And Q is naturally 1 minus 9 over 10. 10, 1, 9 gone. So it means Q becomes 1 by 10. So this is a P value. You know it very well. And this is a Q value. We have it. And this is a N. Okay. And if you look at carefully, this data look like a binomial data. And CR, Q to power N minus R and P to power R. So I hope so the point is clear. And now he's saying what? Less than 10. So less than 10. So it means this, if you look at the binomial formula, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. So now he said less than 10. It means I need all numbers. But I don't need 10, 11, 12, which I don't need. We're gonna, students, the sum of the all values is 1. So which I don't need. If I subtract from 1, so I will get this answer. So can I say here 1 minus that? So 1 minus. So P is equals to P probability X is equals to 10. Okay. And plus probability X is equals to 11 plus probability X is equal to 12. So these all values I need to find and subtract from 1. So let's try to solve it. I'm solving here. In formula is what? Formula is very clear. I wrote on the top this formula we have to use. And 12 C10, 2 brackets, then 12 C11. Then I'll go for 12 C12. I hope so clear. And the difference of these numbers coming in the first. So 12 minus 10. And 10 will go directly on second bracket. So 12 minus 11, 11. 12 minus 12 and 12. So in first bracket, I will get a Q, each bracket Q. First, each bracket Q. And second, each bracket, I get 9 over 10. 9 over 10. So 9 over 10. And if I type this in calculator and subtract from 1, I get 0.111. So Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. And I believe you got a point very clear. Let's go for the next part of the question. A random sample of 80 callers now. Callers sample change. Okay, and he's used approximation. Whenever approximation is used, we go from binomial data to normal distribution data, normal distribution. For that logic, we need, what is a P that, 90% means I can write 9 by 10 or 0.9. And Q is 0.1. So, and we have to find the mean. What is the mean? NP. N is what? 80 and P is what? 9.9 or 9 by 10. This cancel out 72. I get a mean value is 72. So this is very clear. Okay. You write in a decimal or you write in fraction to get this mean value, no problem at all. Okay. So let's go for deviation formula. Deviation is NPQ root. And N value is 80, P value is 9 by 10, or I can write 0.9 and Q is 0.1. Take a root of this. Okay. So if I check it, I get answer deviation is in a deviation part, I get 6 root 5 over 5. 6 root 5 over 5 is more accurate. I'm going to ask compute decimal. And what he's asking for is asked for the probability more than 69. So more than 69, more than 69. Have a caller connected immediately. So now student, this out of, like if I draw this way, this binomial data, I can get easily. Can I do it easily? 69 to 80 is a huge number. Okay, we can't do it. So we can't apply binomial here, so many binomial formulas. So that is why when he said suitable approximations, what we do, first of all, we do continuity correction. And here 69 and bigger number is 70, smaller number 68. Okay, so follow it, x is bigger than that. Bigger means I'm going from here this way, bigger. So 1.5 I will add. So it means x value is bigger than 69.5. This is my target to find. So now we have a special formula, you know, the x, if I want to x minus mean over deviation, giving us z value. Mean, we have it, deviation, we have it, and x, which we have it all as well. So I'm writing here z as a converted, I must write z here. 69.5 minus 72 over deviation is 6 root 5 over 5. So if I type this in calculator, students, this whole thing, I get negative 0.9317. I think you got my point. Okay. Now, students, you know it very well. The negative, we have a negative coming left side, positive coming right side, negative coming left side. Negative 0.9317 as bigger means this portion. And if I convert the whole region same in a positive section, the same value, because this diagram is symmetrical. So this area or this area are same. And this is give because our table will give you from left corner to the number 5 of 0.9317. So I'll write here 5 of 0.9317. And if I see the table value, which you know how to find it, I'm not spending time there. So 0.824 is our answer. And I believe you got my point. And now he's saying justify your approximation, how we can justify. Basically, we formula NP value must be bigger than 5. And I just got NP value, you know, NP value is mean, actually, mean. It means whenever mean value is more than 5, and this is the 72. So it means 72 is bigger than 5. And then we said, and Q also is bigger than 5 as well. And if you check it, n is 80 and into 0.1 is coming 8. So 8 is also bigger than 5. So this is justification if both values are satisfying. So we can say that proved, verified, or justified. And I hope so you got my point. And let's go for the question number next. Question number 7 we have here. Find the number of different arrangements of the 9 letters word alligator in which 2 A's are together. So and 2 L's are together. Hold on. How many A's are there? Total A and A. So A's are 2. And how many L's are there? 1 L, second L. How many L's are there? 2. And what others? Others. If I check it, I, then G, then T, then O, then R. Okay, total letters are 9, that you know clear. And what is said that 2 A's are together and 2 L's are together. I will try this by box method. So 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 lines will give you 9 boxes. Okay, so now what is said that 2 A's I can write anywhere. I can write A's here, I can write A's here, here, anywhere. So let's say we have 2 A's together and 2 L's together. I will make a block and I will make this block, okay? Count this as a 1, the whole as a count as a 1, so 2. This box 3, this whole as a 4 number, then 5 and 6 and 7. So 7 things are arranged. How to find it? So 7p7, or you can say 7 factorial. And 7 factorial answer is coming with us 5040. I hope so you got the point. If this box will shift even here together. Now you can ask one question, sir. Normally in repeating letters, we divide by, for example, divide by 2p2 and divide by 2p2. Okay, if they are not in boxes, they are individual, they are shifting. So this is the correct answer. Okay, if we say this whole question without they are together, we get this correct answer. But whenever he said is a block, so now we can't write. Reason, because they cannot, how can they shuffle or not? No, we can't say, because how we know which L come before and which L go later? So that is why no need to divide 2 by 2. I think you got my point. The 9 letters of the word alligator are arranged in random order if the probability, and find the probability of the 2 L's are together, and they are exactly 6 letters between 2 A's. Okay. So again, I have a 2 planning. Let me plan. 2 L's are together. Okay. And 6 letters, because total, okay, let's plan. So I think if A is here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then again A comes, and then we have a total 9 letters. Let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1 more letter is there. So this possibility. So it means I will make a block box method in this option. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So A comes in this position, A comes here, and L come together in the middle somewhere. And how many others letters we have? This is a very good data we wrote. Copy and bring it down. Okay. All right. So students, look at here. Out of these 5 letters, 1 letter can come here. I can write here. This is 5p1, because out of 5, any 1 letter can come here. Now, how many left? 4 left from here, and 2 left. But 4 letters are there. Count. This is a 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Actually, 4 letters from here, and actually comes 6. Look, see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 4 plus here are 2, 6. So 6 things are inside, but 2 L's are together. I will count as a 1, and this is called 5p5. So this is option. I hope so you got this point clear. But this can be done another technique even. And what is that? If this empty space not here in the beginning, here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and A, and this is a second option. So it means, you know, and this answer and this answers are same. So just why not multiply this answer into 2? So this answer into 2 I multiplied. Logic is very clear, because it will also give you same answer. Then why waste our time? So this is answer. 5p5 into 5 into 2 is equal to 1200. I hope so you got a point very clear. Okay. And now we can go for next part. Next part is what? He's saying find the number of different selections. Okay, selections. Okay, let me. Okay, wait a minute. Okay, this is important data. Okay, said the 5 letters selected from the 9 word alligator, which contains at least 1 A, and at most 1 L. What this means, student? 1 A. At least 1 A means 1 A, or it could be 2 A even. Okay, what is at most? It means maximum it is 1 L, or it can go lower 0 L as well. Okay, but make sure now we have a 4 combinations. How? because with a 1, I can have it both. So I'm going to show you what I'm saying. 1A and these two options. Now 2A and 2A, 1L and 0L. I think got my point. So I got a 4 options, students. Now, if you read carefully, he said that at least 1A. So you see, at least 1A, at least 1A, at least was all satisfying. And at most, L1 is 1 or 0, 1 or 0. So we have a 4 options. So let's try to get it. Try to get it. Okay. Now, how we can do this kind of approach to complete? So let's see, inshallah, I believe you will understand. Okay. So students, actually, if you talk about, or I can do this way, yeah, I can add one word others even. Okay, then I think this is easy to do it. Okay, now 2 is, now I'm writing this is a 1L and others. And others. And others. And others. So let's try to do it. So 1A, here one problem is there. Some students think we have to take 2C1. No, wrong. It's 1C1. Now ask why, sir, what is the logic behind it? For example, if there are two different letters are there, A and B, and I have to select one, so it's called 2C1. But if they are similar AA and I have to select one, so I say 1C1. Why? Because how we know which A I selected? So I don't have two options. I have one option only. So that is why I believe you got my point. That is why I wrote 1C1. Even here 1C1. But here I have, because others are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. From 5 I need, because I need 4. 2 is taken and 3 left. So 5, 3, which is answer is 10. Now same process I will go for this is option number 1. And now I'm going for option number 2. Again 1C1, again this 1C1. Okay, there's 1C0 because I don't need 0L, okay? 0, okay. Or you can say, yeah, no problem. 1C1, 1C0 means I don't need any L. Others means from 5, I need to complete the 5. I have 1A already. I need 4 more from 5. So 5C4. And 5C4 is a 5 answers. So this is second option. We have done it. Now, students, I'm going for the next plan. 2A's. So 2A's is again, I write 2C2 because I both see then. Okay, what is 1? Again, I will write, wait a minute, students. Okay, I will write what here, students? I will write here 1C1 because I have taken 3 things. I need 2 more from here. So from C2. And 5C2 is, and 2C2 is 1. So 5C2 is a 10. And I believe you got this point even. Last option, 2A, so 2C2. 0 means 1C0. 1C0, okay. 1C0, or if you don't write even, no problem. But I need 2 taken, I need 3 more. I need 3 more to make it 5. So 5C3, and giving you again 10. So if we add them all, 30 and 35 is our answer. And I believe you got a point very clear. And paper is completely over. So I hope so you understood the whole paper where you done some mistakes. So please redo after class, and redoing is the best option. And best of luck for exam. And pray for me. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.